Hello, my name is Sagar Devkota. I'm here with a guide to get started with Node.js. We'll be using Express web framework and EJS templating engine. This will be a very basic of Node.js just to get started. What is Node.js? Node.js is a JavaScript runtime environment, just like JavaScript virtual JVM virtual machine, just like Java virtual machine JVM. Node.js is JavaScript built on Chrome's V8 engine. Why Node.js? The single-threaded event-driven architecture of Node.js allows it to handle the multiple simultaneous connection efficiently. JavaScript can handle multiple requests simultaneously, and that's why this is the best thing I love about Node.js. It's largest NPM is the largest library with the different packages available using JavaScript on backend. Why use Node.js? If you are using JavaScript on frontend like Vue, Angular or React, why not to use in backend? Same JavaScript everywhere. To better understand the event loop was a video by Phillips Roberts on YouTube or somewhere. What the heck is the event loop anyway? Let's get started. I'll make a folder name start. npm IT initialize the project. Okay, I let all be default. You can add different detail if you want. Also, if you want all the default values, you can use npm IT -y to take all the default values. I'll be using Visual Studio Code. And here it is the package.json. Our main file is index.js. Let's create that. JS. We'll be using Express. For that we need to install it. In package.js there is nothing called dependency here. Whenever we install a package, install Express. This will download the Express and place it in this node_modules folder. Here is Express somewhere. Express, and these all libraries are where the Express depend on. And here our dependency, everything we install will be added in this dependency here. And whenever we use npm install, this will install the latest stable version. So constant Express is equal to req require Express. This is something like import, like we use importing this Express library here. Let's create instantiate it. app Express get request to the URL here will be handled by this method. This will take request, response and next. here the get method accept two parameter. One first is string, which will be the URL path will be SSE, and next is a function. The function has a parameter request, response, and next. Response dot write hello world, and we need to end the response. Okay, and we need to listen to some port list and listen. Let's say 4040. Okay, to run, then we can create a script. We can run this file using Node.js. Yeah, it is started, but there is a script called strt which will do the same. Yes, start is a special script. We can run start using npm start. This will run that node index.js, whatever defined in here, and any other script, something like dev ld.js, it will do something. We cannot just run npm dev. To run these, any other script other than start, we need to use npm run dev. It will start the same thing. Okay, we don't need it here. strt start. Yeah, and it worked. Right, but just put the hello world. If we change it to 2, refresh it, like seriously. Okay, we need to restart the server. Yeah, we need to restart the server. It will serve the old whatever is started. While developing, we need to constantly change things, and every time we change things, we need to restart the server. If there is any script that can do automatically, that would be helpful, and there is something called nodemon, nodemon. Let's install that. It's installing. I can do exactly the same, but now the run command script will be handled by nodemon. npm strt. This is the same bully script, but whenever we change anything and hit save, it will restart itself. Okay, here it is. And 3 restarted, and here it is. Yeah, Express works on something like a module view controller. So we can have different, we can separate and modular. We can have separate path to handle routes and to controller. Let's make a route folder, RUTS routes. Let's create a home page, JS. We need express. We need router, express dot router, and MOD where the middle does exports router dot router, and everything this is done here will be handled by the router. But first we need to point our, we need to pass the app to that route. The next const page router is equal to require to access user defined files or modules, use dot slash. Okay, we are in a root directory index.js, so dot slash will lead to this root directory, and our file is under routes and the file name is homepage. We don't need .js here, and having .js is also not wrong. app.use, here we'll use the keyword method use and pass the router, homepage router, and this hello will be hello pro, and it should work, and it did. Okay, now here will be a lot of routers, so this controller should be handled by a separate module. So let's make a different folder for controllers. It will be for home page and page.js and module.exports.get home page is equal to some method okay, so constant page control to UI will require to access this controller from these routes. So dot slash we will bring to this root directory, as well we were inside routes, and dot slash bring to this root directory. We need to enter into controllers, and the file name is homepage. And to every GET request on slash in the root directory of the domain, pass it to home controller dot get homepage. And let it be 5, and it should work again, and it did. Okay, now we will use EJS. First we need to install it. I don't know, my internet connection was gone. Okay, npm, we need to install EJS. EJS is installed. Node. Now EJS is installed. There are different view engine available, so we need to express which view engine we are using. So app.set PIEWENGINE, and the name of our view engine is EJS. Okay, let's make a folder. Let's make a folder for views, and let's make a home page. Homepage.ejs. Let's fill it. Let it title be market. The world, and to render that page, response.render render, and the location of that page, that is // VIWS views. We are inside controller, so one directory back and inside views, and the file name is HME and it should work, and it did. So in the source, that's all these things. So we can, to till this knowledge, we can now render a static HTML page through Node.js. So how can we pass a variable to Node.js to EJS, to template, just like that. The variable name will be name. We can access this variable name in this template. Yes, to use that variable, we use that is less than percentage is equal to, and the variable name, that is name, percentage, and close it. Okay, it's this simple. Now it should display my name here, and it did. And one good thing about EJS is that we can loop through arrays within EJS. For that, let's make an array. Names is equal to and pass this array as names. we can access that variable here. Let's display it as another list UL. First let us check if names dot length is greater than 0, so that there is at least one element, and for let name of names let name of name is equal to name li. So every name on that names array will be printed here, and we need to wrap every JavaScript keyword with this bracket. Is less than percentage and is greater, and it should work, and it did. Okay, now you can pass different array, have different controllers here, follow different routes, handle different routes. Let me make a different route just to test. Exports dot get login. The next folder is used to chain through different method. Well, it will be useful when we use different middlewares of Express framework. I'll be talking about that further video, if I make them. Okay, first of all we need a view for login that has input and button. Just a placeholder, okay, and we have view, so response render. I have another thing, okay, another thing, as we use this for every views, we need to that views are always in this folder. Though if there is any way to specify the views folder is this folder, it would be easy. We can do it here, app dot set and the AWS views to a path that is routes, that is root directory, your root directory and views. To get the root directory, we can use as path. It's the path that is path. Join underscore dir name will give underscore dir name will give the root directory to this root directory on whatever the operating system we are on. Okay, something wrong. Okay, I need to forget to close that. And now we can use just home page here, and it should still work, and it did. render, and that is logging. Login. We define the controller, but we still need to have the routes. I'll use this home page, but you can create different route for each kind of routes, like for home page different, and for authentication different routes and different controller. And so whenever we go to domain name /login, it should display this login, this input, and this button. Save as, and yes, it is. So how to handle founded for not found? Like into something here, it will get this error message. So to handle founded for not found, let's make a file founded for this HTML. Yes, one founded for not OUND, founded for not found. That's it. That's not it, but we will render this page. pp.get anything other req as next response dot render founded for, and this should work. Should it? No, it didn't. Maybe we'll use what this. I know. I think this is the way. Like, seriously. for in Node.js. Okay. Get request.response.net response.render. Number, okay. Okay, it was wrong here. Yeah, and it works. Okay, we make founded for we use different routes, different controller, and loop through EJS and type variable. Thank you. This was for today.